Going hard, no days over. Put work for that check.
Alright guys, so my last video you saw me epically fail at trying to mod, and I made a major mistake that in the past I would have reminded everybody not to make. When you are installing new tools, or when you're installing something like the modded folder, which requires I think an injection of instructions, you need to install those tools while you have the game turned off. So I made a rookie mistake. I didn't do that, and now I'm back with a successful mod, as you can see here. So basically I applied a Dennis Smith mod. I'm gonna have to find a way to give credit. I'm sorry, I'm in a rush making this video, but gonna have to give credit as soon as I get back to finding out who made this mod. I've had applied the Dennis Smith hair and face shape to Dirk Nowitzki, and now I'm going back and applying it correctly to Dennis Smith. So here we go, the modded Dennis Smith. Again, I will go back and give credit. I'm gonna have to find where I downloaded this. I know I downloaded this on NLSC. I just forgot who the user creator was. So thank you very much for creating this. And today I'm going to talk a little more about modding. So what you see here on your screen is a Chinese version of Limnono Trainer. For anybody having trouble using this, I started Limnono Trainer. As soon as I started the game, I pressed F1. Well, I started before I started the game. I pressed F1 as soon as the game started. And then as you see, I keep clicking here. Well, I'm going to keep clicking this while the game is loaded up and you have all the team logos in the background. As soon as I see that, I just keep clicking this right here. And what that is, that loads up the roster. So I just click it a few more times just for good measure. But basically, so now it has the roster loaded into Limnono Trainer. For whatever reason, I was having trouble using Limnono Trainer and it wouldn't work for me. But now when I do this at the start of loading up NBA 2K19 each time, it works for me. So I'm just gonna keep doing it this way because that is what has been working for me. Now if it works for you normally, then don't worry about this, but if you are having trouble, I would suggest use the normal Chinese version and do what I just did. So what we have here is, as you can see, I clicked into the attribute section, and then all the way to the right where you saw that number on your screen, that is the Cyberface ID. So I might be going a little fast. I'll go over all of this later, but what I'm doing is I'm going to pull up a roster, just any roster. Right now I'm working on compiling a list of all the new Cyberfaces that are in the game so that we can have a Cyberface ID list, so that we can create retro rosters and fictional rosters. So let me get back to where I'm supposed to be. I don't have my controller hooked up, so I'm just using the mouse and keypad right now. All right, so we're going to use Bradley Beal. So I'm going to go down and find Bradley Beal. And once I find Bradley Beal, I realize there's 3 versions of him in this game because, well, for various reasons. It could be, I don't know, it could be all-time team. It could be my team. I don't know, but there's multiple versions of Bradley Beal, so I'm going to test that first Bradley Beal, and I'm changing his Cyberface ID. So as you can see, I'm going to try to change the Cyberface ID. So I double clicked on Bradley Beal, change the Cyberface ID in Limnono Trainer. So when I go to edit Bradley Beal in the game, his face should change, but it didn't. So that lets me know I did not change the correct Bradley Beal. So I was going to try the second one, then I realized the last one is probably the Bradley Beal in the roster, in the default roster, the normal Bradley Beal. So I'm going to change that Cyberface ID. I'm going to back out of edit player. Yeah, because his face is not changing here. So I'm going to remove changes, back out, and then go back to Bradley Beal and go back into edit player. All right, so this was one of the faces that I wasn't sure who it belonged to, but now looking at it, I think this is Michael Doliak. I just happen to remember what he looks like in real life. I think he was in the same draft class as Shaq. Anyway, for whatever reason, I just remember his face. So what I'm gonna do, if that's Michael Doliak's cyberface, that means he's in the game. So I'm gonna go down to the Michaels and look for Michael Doliak, Michael Jordan. Let me keep going up. And Michael Doliak is in the game. And when I double click him, you see his name in the top right corner, and his cyberface ID stays the same. So that cyberface does belong to Michael Doliak. Okay, so I'm gonna keep working on this list. I will see you guys later.